What is up, guys? This is Brandon with Brandon Coin, and I'm back with the daily mining video, and it is Wednesday, February 28th, 2018. I do this every single day, and if you're new to the channel, this is just a rundown of every graphics card that I personally own and what it's exactly making today. No sugar-coated numbers. No sugar-coated numbers. Sorry about that. It just is what it is and what it's making. And this is all broke down per card, so I'm not doubling it up, so it's really simple to digest and take in. But if you want to just take a look at this, I'm not going to run through it today because I have some other things I want to talk about. So pause that and you can see what it's making in US dollars, the algorithm it's running, the speed it's running at, the BTC equivalent per day, the power cost, and then what you actually end up with as profit. Gosh, my phone's going off. Sorry about that, guys. Now let's roll over to the NiceHash Twitter page, and it looks like 16 hours ago they said, "Dear NiceHash users, our second reimbursement of the repayment program is scheduled for tomorrow. Please carefully read our official press release." So let's read their press release. NiceHash has created the repayment program scheme for NiceHash internal wallet users and external wallet users that were affected by the security breach. The repayment program started on Friday, February 2nd, and has initially reimbursed 10% of the old balance to all users that were impacted by the security breach. NiceHash is committed to periodically repay the remaining amount to all users in the coming months. This means all users will be fully reimbursed at the same time and under the same conditions. Every new part of the reimbursement program will be announced in advance, and users are able to monitor repayment progress. If any user notices he has not received any respective payment, such user should immediately notify NiceHash in order to receive such payment. The old balance will be repaid in bitcoins and not in fiat value or any other currency. Repayment program has some differences regarding reimbursement to internal and external wallets. Okay, so I mean, it's just all pretty much run-of-the-mill stuff. So I guess that's getting paid out tomorrow. That's cool. Yeah, awesome. So I know I have a little bit locked up away that they still got that they're paying me out, but it is what it is at this point. Let's roll on to my actual systems. Oh, here's Ethermine. I was testing out. If you see this blip right here, I threw my 1080s on there just for a little bit, but I wasn't happy. My 1080s were only pulling about 23 to 24 mega hash, and that is not enough to be having a 1080 on there. And I actually have my 1080 rig now on Simple Miner, so I threw them on there, and I have them doing Equihash with the DSTM miner, and see they're pulling 550, 558 and 560 for each one of the 1080s, and then my 1050 Ti is doing 181, and that one's doing 170. I don't know why that one's a little low. Is it running hot? No, not really. But anyway, so just for comparison, on NiceHash, I was getting about 530 sols instead of the 550 to 560 on my 1080s, and then on my 1050 Ti's I was getting about 170, and now I'm getting them maybe 10 to 15 sols more on the 1050s. So not a huge jump, but definitely a noticeable jump. And the biggest thing is the stability jump, because I have literally, since I've set up my rigs on Simple Miner, other than me trying to push the overclocking too hard, they have not crashed for any other reason. So you know, don't think I'm like, you know, quit using NiceHash. I'm not by any means, but I really like the ease of use and stability. I'm currently in the works of building myself a personal hybrid streaming / mining computer that I'm gonna have 3 cards inside of in a full ATX case, and I want a CPU mine on it also, but I basically want me a beast of a computer to start editing more of my car videos from my other channel, and then when I'm not editing, just mine on it. And I'll probably use NiceHash just dedicated on that rig because it handles CPU mining and, you know, mining on the GPUs at the same time a lot better than some other softwares. And I know Simple Miner does not work if you actually want to use your computer as a computer, because it doesn't run Windows. It's a version of Linux. I could, have it plugged in and then unplug it, but I probably just want to stick with NiceHash. And don't put all your eggs in one basket, so to speak. I like that BTC payout. So yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on. The RX 580 is still doing 30 mega hash, 12.5 on that RX 560, and then I'm getting around 170 on each one of my 1052 gigs. Now going over here to Amazon, they still have this H110 D3A motherboard on sale. This is a 6-card motherboard. It's got 6 PCI slots, and it's got an M.2 slot. And I've heard conflicting arguments. I need to just go ahead and update my BIOS and try it for myself. Some people said they've had no issues getting 7 cards running, and other people have said nope, not possible to get 7 cards running on this motherboard. So I guess until I do it for myself, I won't be able to know. But link for that will be down in the description below. And then jumping over to the next thing, I saw these come on sale. These are the SanDisk 16 gigabyte. They're only 2.0 flash drives, but that doesn't matter when you're running Simple Miner. So if you need some flash drives to put SMOS on, $4.99, you cannot beat that. And if you're a Prime member, this is an add-on item, so it's free shipping as long as you buy something else that's Prime. Awesome little deal right there. Link for that will be down in the description below. And then talking about adding a 7th card, my 1052 gig rig, these are the exact cards that I have in there that are pulling 170 sols a piece. I think these are back, well, they're not back in stock yet. They'll be in stock March 3rd, which is what, 2 more days. So, well, yeah, 2 more days. So I'm thinking about ordering another one of these, ordering me an M.2 adapter, which hopefully I get a good one, because I've heard a lot of people say that there's been a lot of bad M.2 adapters out there. So if you could comment down below, do you recommend the M.2 adapters that have a PCI slot, or the M.2 adapters that have the USB 3.0 slot and you just run that up to your actual riser? Because I've heard mixed reviews with both of them. So if anybody has any real world, like you're personally using it in your system, please comment down below. Let me know. I appreciate it. But also, link for these will be down below in the description also. Now jumping over here to the forums, the rig of the day, as I'm going to call it, or the featured rig of the day. If you want to get your rig featured on the featured rig of the day, you go over to brandonco.in. That's the website. It's not a .com, it's a .in. Brandon Coin, get it? brandonco.in. And then go to forums, introduce your rig, and then post your rig up in here. And Andy K posted his rig up. He's got 3 1066 gigs and 2 1050 Ti's. He's running on a 5 slot AM2 plus motherboard, so I believe that's like the FX processors. 4 gigs of RAM, 120 SSD, 750 watt power supply. And he's also got a 960 mining on another rig, but he's getting about 1600 sols on Equihash, so not a bad system at all. And here's the pictures he's got of it. Looks like he's got it in the like the metal racks that you can get from like Home Depot, or metal shelving. So got that RGB going on. There's your extra sols. That's where you're making the moolah right there, making them sols. So cool little nice, interesting setup. I was actually, a friend of mine came over and they were asking about the mining rigs and all that stuff, and then I take them upstairs and they see it, and when people actually see them for the first time, they're like kind of semi overwhelmed, because they're like, what's going on, I don't understand, and then that's when you try to explain it, and it's just, have a good time. So if any of y'all have any stories like that of people coming in, and my mom thought I was doing illegal things. She's like, I don't know what that is, but I don't like it. And I'm like, there's nothing illegal about it, at least not yet from what I understand. The only illegal thing that I know that people are actually doing with GPU mining is not paying taxes on it, now that the taxes have changed and become so prevalent. But that's a whole another topic. So I'm gonna try to end this video early. It's late. I gotta get to bed. Thank you guys. I've been working on an SMOS video, but I've had to re-edit it like 3 times. I do have it coming out for you. Look for it in a day or 2. So thank you for bearing with me. Adios, guys. See you tomorrow.